So as you see, the last thing I did was the highlighter, and then I just took that Eco Tool and I just went through and kind of patted it because I love like, look at that, isn't it so pretty? I do love highlighter. I just don't want it to be super concentrated because highlighters, they really accentuate your texture. So for me, who has larger pores, it accentuates that. So I paused, helloed at my husband, my giant child, who literally came over for no reason. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Ate a piece of pizza because I don't want to watch. And I don't have my glasses on. So it's like 11 in the morning and I haven't eaten. So I've got like a bottle of water. I did actually purchase the cremated straws from Jeffrey because they were gray and black. So I wish there would have been a marble one in it. Like, legitimately. All right. Everything's done here. Everything's done here. The only things left I have to do are my lips and my eyes. I made a very expensive purchase. So Jeffrey had a palette that came out 2018. This was way before I even knew, like I always knew who Jeffree Star was, but this was before I like ever used his products and was a true fan of him and his products. But he had a palette come out called Thirsty, which was discontinued like a year later when he had new palettes come out. So it was Alien, which anybody who knows me knows I got that by accident. I'm not a fan of that palette. It's nothing against the actual like formula or anything like that. I don't want a giant pink alien head palette, and I wasn't a huge fan of the shades. So that didn't tell a story. This one does. This one, I'm a huge cruiser and I love the Caribbean. I liked the Bahamas, but the colors. Okay. So when I tell you how much I spent on this palette, I want you to just understand I really, 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 really wanted it. So this was discontinued. I've been following it on Mercari. I would see where people are like, oh, got this for $35, got this for $40. I never could. So I actually spent literally taxes out the door, shipping it to me, $99.99. I haven't used it yet. I'm going to use it today. I'm going to do a halo eye with one of my favorite shades in here, literally just because of the name, also because of the color. But I'm going to do like the interior and exterior of my eyes. And so I'm going to do my upper and my lower lid in Bitch. I feel like it's meant for me. So, and I'm not exaggerating. Like, that is the shade I'm going to use. And that is the name of it. So that made my whole life right there. And then the middle, I'm going to do Splash, which is this beautiful seafoam color, which is here. And then I'm actually thinking maybe the inner corner with Quench. And then you do want to darken up still your crease, especially for me where I have hooded eyes. So I'm actually going to go in probably with, like I was going to do Drizzle, but I'm going to go in with Stroke. And I think I think that would be like really complimentary to both of the colors I'm going to use. And if not, I'm only going like to Walmart and to get my oil changed. So who gives a shit, you know? So we're just going to kind of start diving in. I've only done halo eyes a couple of times. I'm a fan, especially for hooded eyes. I just think they're a really beautiful statement. I will say this product is not new. They did swatch Plunge and I think Lick. Like looking at it, you can tell those two were swatched. I swatched Bitch. But like all of like the colors I really, really wanted, which is going to be the first and the third row in it, weren't touched. So I was really happy about that. And then of course when I got it in, I did sanitize. But they sent it to me in like amazing packaging. You know, there's no sticker on the mirror, which I typically do like, but not a biggie. So I'm gonna start and hope this turns out really cute. Because in my head, this was gonna be super cute. So I'm gonna start by going into my first shade, which is Bitch. Again, I feel like that was meant for me. So I've got product. Oh my good God almighty. Okay, work. So for a halo eye, you're gonna do an interior and an exterior. Slowly connect them, but then in the middle, you're gonna have a contrasting color. You can also have a similar color. I prefer contrasting. But yeah, you could do like a total crazy look with it. And then, you know, you can either do your bottom lid like normal. I never do normal. I for work. but not when I'm at home. But I also I follow those same colors to my bottom lid. So I'll show you. So we're going to go and we're going to start with my left eye. So it is pigmented. I can actually really see that this is not a crazy pigmented color, which is good though, especially for this look. So you do have to build it up a little. So what I've been doing is I kind of so you see I have hooded eyes. So it's wow, she's got so much product on. Oh wait, no she doesn't. So I actually just kind of been going up just a little and then blending it out slightly. And I like a rounded look to my eye. I've been trying different eyes. I've been trying out different eyes. But I do like a rounded look to my eye because I don't have a super long eyelash or eyebrow, and I don't plan to either. I just don't think it'd look good on me. That's personal, you know? It's all about you. You do you. So then I'm going to go interior, which is a little trickier, but not crazy. And if you're someone who does a cut crease, this would be actually a perfect eye for you because it is beautiful with a cut crease. So I know it looks a little crazy, okay? Just follow me. So I'm going to do the same on the opposite eye. I tend to work by color. I don't do one eye and then do the other. I feel like that's a time waster. Because I use different brushes for each color. So while I'm using that brush, I'm going to take care of business. I can actually see a little bit of foundation buildup in my eye crease, which is making me think that maybe this foundation stick is not going to be my favorite. And I will say the biggest thing I struggle on is I typically have so many issues. A, with my nose, it's driving me crazy. But B, with consistent eyeshadow. I feel one eye, the shape's better when I do my eyeshadow, whereas one eye, the color's deeper. So it's crazy. And it's never the same eye. It'd be oh, okay, so my shape and my color are better on this one. I'll just correct it. No, it's opposite eyes. It's my shape's good on this one, but the color's better on that one. It makes no sense. I actually think I've done pretty good not cussing in this video. I'm so proud of myself. Okay, how do we look? How do we feel? I know it looks crazy. You have to give it time. It's a halo eye. But I am liking the shape. Okay, so I'm going to leave this brush out in case I need it because, again, super wall of brushes. I'm going to go in with this empty brush. This is literally a pack of brushes I got on Amazon probably 3 years ago when I kind of started getting into eyeshadow. It wasn't good yet. And it's just, I don't know, super fluffy, super fluffy blending brush, but it's also tapered. So then I'm going to go in and I'm just going to very, very lightly, I'm only going to connect it up here. And then I'm also going to blur the edges of it. I'm kind of staring at the palette, wondering if I want to do so typically on the outside of my eyeshadows, I go in with with another color that kind of complements, and I look so pretty. I blur the edges. It really does help. But actually looking at this on its own, which Jeffree shadows are amazing. Anybody who's not about that Jeffree life needs to get about that Jeffree life. His shadows are amazing. I will say though, just using this shade, yes, I had to build it up, which I personally love. I hate to go in and it's boom. I can also see some unevenness that I did. That's okay. I can fix that. I'm professional. I'm not. Not at all. Not at all. So I'm also going to leave this out. But how you fix that is I actually prefer to use my CoverGirl True Blend in L100 Fair Porcelain because it's really good. If you can get your hands on a white concealer. I've actually considered buying Jeffree's lipstick called Drug Lord. I've seen where so many people use that for something other than lipstick. So I'm considering it. So then I'm going to go in with another Danielle brush, okay? This one I've actually had for 5-10 years. I think I got this right when I got married. I'm one of those people I love to collect things. Like, I don't hoard, but I love having options for everything. Like, in my kitchen, I have 3 pizza cutters, I have 3 spatulas, I have 3 ladles. And it's not really the number 3. It's just that's kind of what I started with. And so that's what I continued. So you can do a cut crease. I will say take it all the way up. And I just put like a little, like literally a little bit on my hand, like the back of my hand. I'm looking for evenness. Okay. And I'm actually doing this in the camera so y'all can actually see like real life what's going on. Okay. And then I have to make sure there's no highlighter on my finger. When I do a cut crease, I typically go in with my finger. Your finger is going to be like your best tool. Before you start any makeup, wash your hands really good. Just like the warmth from your finger is really what's going to sell it. So then I'm going to go back in just with that fluffy crease brush. And just very, very lightly blend just at the top. This is how I do my halo eye. There's so many variations out there. You do you. Do what makes you happy. You don't like these crazy colors? I got some palettes for you. Actually, so if my aunt watches this, Aunt Teresa, if you watch this, maybe I'll tag you in it. I know you like nude. You're like me, you work in a hospital. You don't work in a hospital, but businessy atmosphere. And so you want a nude palette. The Morphe 350 Artistry palette. Natural Glow 350. Nudes for days. And like, so one thing I was upset about is it didn't have the names like on the tray. But then when I opened it, when I got it, yes, it's taped up there. And then it also said Morphe Babe, and I took Sharpie and went over that. But I actually taped the shades. But look at this palette. Can I just tell you, these are some stunning nude shades. There are shimmers, there are mattes, are there glitters? Wait. There's not really glitters, but that's okay. We don't need glitter in everything. It is nice though. Okay, so I'm very happy with that. I'm actually going to finish the top of my lid. So I'm going to go get another brush. Typically though, when I'm doing that center of the halo eye, I want a very, very concise brush. So I'm going to go in. This is literally one of my favorite brushes from him. Like, no lie. I use this thing constantly. So it is the JS13 Morphe Jeffrey brush. But look at that head. Look at that. Isn't that stunning? Man, I'm so pale. You can't tell on my face though because I warmed it up. Contour. And bronzer. So now I'm going to go in with Splash. I'm trying to think. I should be able to do this in the camera. So like Jeffrey's, all of his eyeshadows are stamped with his stuff. So I actually try to go around the center so I can keep his star. So I've got a good amount of this. We're going to see how it plays because as you see that one I had to build up, this one may not. So you're just going to go right in that center. And I don't want it to go like all the way up to the top. I want a pop. This one's actually super pigmented, which I love. That is so stunning. Okay, taking again my middle finger. Man, that blister is huge. So the ring light I bought has like this phone holder on it. And you clamp it into place so it doesn't slide up and down, which is great. I clipped my finger in it when I was adjusting it to do this video. Like literally right before I started filming. I'm so stupid. It like immediately blistered. I'm shocked it didn't rip through my skin. So yeah. That's so pretty. I do want a little bit more color. But that is such a beautiful. I'm actually like, and I'm looking at the one next to it, Submerge. Which is going to be this beautiful blue right here. How pretty is that? Guys, I've wanted this palette so bad. And so me and John were sitting on the couch last week and I was like, look, would you get mad if I spent $100? Because your girl broke at the second because she's been spending a lot of money on makeup. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I said, well, that palette's on here for $100. That one I really want that's discontinued. And he's like, well, you know what? If you want it, just go buy it. I don't care. And like, he's like talking me through his allowing me to buy this. And by the time he gets done talking, I was like, oh, I ordered it while you were talking. Like, yeah. I think, like, I'm so happy with this look. Let me get my mirror, you know. Like, that's so pretty, though. That's so pretty. Okay, I'm going to do the other side, and then I'm going to do that darkening I told you about, which I'm super excited for. So I'm actually just going to do it right here because it's a lot quicker if I don't have to stare into that camera and look at my nose, which has separated. I love this shade. Like, so I love corals, I love teals, I love everything like that. Like, I like them, but when I started cruising and like those are such dominant colors where I cruise, I just think it's so stunning. And I'm just kind of blending the edges, like you see me going with my finger, you see me going with the brush just on the outside. I'm blending the colors together. I really want it very smooth. How pretty is that though? Like, how pretty is that? So I'm very happy with that. I'm gonna leave this brush out because again I'm gonna need it. I'm gonna get another brush. Actually, that one's gonna be perfect. So this is the Jeffree JS12. It's actually super similar to that previous brush with a lot of purple on it because I dipped into blue blood, I think. That actually may be Conspiracy. So I got the Conspiracy palette. That was the first ever like Jeffree palette I ordered. Like legitimate, I want this, you know? And it's not the first one I got because I actually ordered my Morphe palette after that and I got that one first. So, you know. So I'm gonna go in with Stroke. Again, it's that pretty kind of pinky brown. I'm not going heavy. Always tap your brush off, get that excess off. It's also going to knock back some of your, so you see I'm not going into the brown or into the green. I'm going into the corals and you'll see why. But yeah, I got that one first and I love that one, like literally love it so much. I actually get a really beautiful green eye out of it, which I know I have green eyes and I probably shouldn't do a green eye, but yeah, I don't listen well. So I'm going to put that brush up because I'm also going to use that same color Stroke to my bottom and my top waterline. So then I'm just going to go through and I'm going to blend, 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 blend. My allergies are killing me today. It is raining like every single day and we woke up this morning and like I felt like I was dying. That is such a beautiful eye. Oh my god. I've wanted this palette so bad. So I will literally say anything to justify it. Like, literally. Alright, I'm done with that brush. This one I need. I'm done with that brush. What I do need now is my liner brush, which I actually don't use my Jeffree because I strictly use that for my brows. Just because I literally love it that much. I use my cheap Amazon mermaid brush. It's really good. And there is a Jeffree brush, which is also very hard to find in here. I'm honestly thinking I need to like make a just Jeffree cup and see if that's easier. Did I set it out earlier and not remember? No. Oh, bear with me, people. Literally every morning. So this is the Jeffree Star JS10. I love it. Like, love it. So I'm going to use that to do the outside of the halo eye on the bottom. And then I'll do the inside with that JS, forgot it already, 13. Which, again, is like my favorite. I don't really go by names when I'm, like, just me. I just go by shapes. So I am going to go in. So I'm going to go to, again, I'm actually going to like drag it from the outside and I'm not hitting my waterline. I'm hitting my lash line. There is a difference, trust me. I'm just kind of keeping it out there. And this is with bitch. That's the only cursing I've done in this video, I think. And so, like, I don't think that's bad because it's the name of a shadow. And then again, I'm going to do the inside. Actually, like I said, I may go into the inner eye. I'm going to go into the inner eye. I'm going to go into the inner corner, I think, with Quench. Again, on the bottom, you're going to drag from the outside. Just to your lash line, not to your waterline. You can do it to your waterline. I prefer a darker color on my waterline. Isn't that so pretty? Okay. I know it looks crazy. Like, it's up to you on how you do this part. This is how I do it. So then I'm going to go back in with that JS13 into Splash, which is that really pretty green color on my upper lid. So essentially what you're doing is you are mirroring what you did on the top onto the bottom. And it just gives like this crazy look, which I love. Like, isn't that crazy? Okay, but I love it. Like, I love it. Then I'm gonna go back in with this and just very, very lightly just smoke that out. Blend your outside corner. Do a final blend here and here. Yeah, I'm like super happy with those colors. Yes. So I'm going to take this very, very inexpensive liner brush. Sorry, I forgot. I couldn't tell if I needed that brush again or not. And I'm just going to go back. I was actually thinking I was going to go into stroke. I actually think I'm going to go into drizzle. And you just tap it. Like, literally take your brush. There we go. And just tap it. Not too hard. And then I do my liner. So I haven't actually wore like traditional eyeliner in probably like 3 years. Just because like for me, I felt it was a really harsh look. Whereas the powder is going to give you more of like a softened line. And again, I'm still tapping that excess. I don't want excess to fall. So many people like, they either like, oh, well just do your eyes and then your face. I can't do that. I'm trying to look at my building. And this is my waterline. This is not my lash line. I smoke it down to my lash line. Damn it, I knew I needed that brush. It's fine. And then like this part creeps people out. So I take it here under my top lashes and I just like brush through. I've never had an issue touching my eye. If you do, then you just do you. And it just kind of, it makes your upper lash line look just a little bit darker. I do use mascara for anybody who wants to know. Hey, I was actually able to find that really quick. Oh wait, never mind. This is the JS12. That's cool. That works. And I'm just going to smoke that through. So pretty much you're just going to blend, not super crazy because you don't want to get rid of that green definition. I just think that's so fun. Like, this is such a fun eye look for me. And then I did want to do my inner corner. I'm going to go back in with that JS13. This dry makeup brush cleaner is amazing. And it was like, I don't know, like $5. Crazy. So I'm going to go into Quench, which is that super vibrant yellow. I just think it's going to be really fun. I actually want it like built up pretty good on the brush. Oh my God, that's so fun. Okay. Is it sad that I really like this yellow more than I feel like that complements so well, but more than I did Food Vibes and Conspiracy Theory. So I got Conspiracy Theory. I wasn't like 100% happy with it. So I used it once and I was like, oh, it's all right. And then I used it again and I was like, okay, yeah, I mean, it's definitely all right. Like, it's passable. And then like the third time I used it, like I actually sat down for probably a good hour and really thought about my look and where I wanted to take it. And I was like, oh, this is actually a really good palette. And then like, I'm a huge fan of the storyline. I'm looking for some lip liner. But yeah, I'm a huge fan of the storyline. I actually rewatch the Shannon Jeffrey series all the time. I'm going to go on my eyeliner. This is Dusty Rose from City Chic. Cool. I got it on Macari. They were like $3 for $5. Shipped. I did scrub my lips before I set my face and everything at the very, very beginning before I even came on. So those are scrubbed every day. They give you a really good even surface to put everything. So I've got that on. I'm actually going to go in and set, again, my Scandinavia. I use the, I guess just like the original, the oil control one. Works really good. So I focus on, before I even say that, shake it A. Focus on the middle, and then I go exterior. And then you fan it off. Okay, so I'm gonna, because I do 2 layers of lipstick. I love this color. This is Calabasas from Jeffree. Let me see if I can get you in there. Yeah, it's not gonna, anyway, it's Calabasas. You do want to shake his. And it is a beautiful color on its own. I typically like 2 layers of it. And then I actually, like, when I pull the wand out, I actually take a lot of it off. I think I feel like it gives me more control over how much I put on. This one really doesn't smell beyond just like lipstick. Androgyny to me has almost like a cocoa butter smell to it, which I think is awesome. I'm actually not going to do anything to my hair. It's super greasy today because I'm dyeing my hair tonight. So, yeah. Okay. You know, you got to heat that eyelash curler up. I do it in my bra, put it at my perfect temperature of my body. And then you want to squeeze, lift a little, and then squeeze at the same time. You're going to do it roughly 10 seconds, give or take. Same for the other. All right, so now I'm going to go in with the Unique Moonstruck Epic Lash Primer. I actually really like this primer, like really do. So I think it really helps, like, oh, I can't even see my bottom lashes in this. I'm so sorry. I really think it helps, like, show where my lashes are. So I don't really have heavy colored lashes, which I hate. I wish I did. And then, like, they're also, like, they're straight out. They don't droop down, but they also don't curve up on their own. So, I hate them. I don't hate them. I just wish, like, I wish they were more full. I wish they were darker. Yeah. But that's just me. I'm sure there's someone out there with super dark curly lashes that are like, man, I wish they weren't so dark and curly. So, yeah. I'm going to let that dry, kind of get tacky a little bit, and then I'm going to go back in with my Calabasas. And again, I take the excess off so that I have a little bit more control. Not a lot of it, I mean, not all of it, obviously. But the doe foot on this really does hold on to that color. I look so awkward putting on this. I'm so sorry. Like, my thing is, like, I'm still working on, like, defining my lip shape and all of that. Because I actually do. So I have a really big bottom lip, just naturally. But I feel like my top lip could be bigger. So I've been, like, overdrawing just a little, kind of giving it a little bit more shape. All right, that's tacky now. I'm going to go back in one more time. You know, because y'all really wanted to get up close and personal with my lashes. Wow. Okay, sorry. And I'm not going to do it as long. And then I'm going to be very gentle when I release because it is tacky. And I just want it to let go. This eyelash curler is like the bomb, by the way. It is at, what is that store? Dollar Tree. It is $1. And it's amazing. Like, I keep mine generally like 6-ish months. And then when I clean my brushes, I clean that. But, I mean, I'm mascara heavy. And then I always do my bottom lashes before my top. But yeah, for $1. And then when you got to get rid of it, it's like, oh man, I got to throw out my eyelash curler. But it was $1. So this is the, Epic Moonstruck Epic Unique 4D mascara. I actually really like it. So there's a lot of their products. Like, I'm a huge fan of this foundation stick. Like, I like it everywhere but my nose. And I feel like it creased a lot in my eye. Which with hooded eyes, like I've kind of actually come to expect that. I'm not a fan of their concealer at all. It's just, it doesn't look good on me. My skin is not compatible. And then I'm going to go back over, kind of do like a second coat. Try not to get on my eyeshadow. I epically failed. But hey, it's Epic Mascara. And like I said, I'm not doing anything with my hair today because I'm going to be coloring it tonight. My red is fading. My roots are showing. My grays are showing. So, it's a hot mess today. I don't care. That is like, I don't know. I'm kind of loving it though. And again, I cut all my hair off. So if you didn't know that, like, it's gone. You probably just saw my tattoo. 1 of 4 so far. I've actually been like a really good wife lately, and I let my husband buy a couple like really expensive things. So I'm hoping when I show up at home with a tattoo, he won't freak out. He did last time. To be fair, I went out and I was like, yo, I'm gonna go get a tattoo, and then I came back with the J on my wrist, which he didn't know I was getting. Which is, I mean, my husband's name's Jonathan. So, yeah. At least I didn't get John. And then I've got the dove on my wrist for my uncle who passed back in 2013. I need to get another dove for my grandmother who passed in 2017. And I need a Harry Potter one. And I need an Avenger one. And I think I kind of need a Jeffree Star tattoo. So, alright, that's it. I'm done. I think I look really good. Let's check out the different light settings, see how we look there. So that's the cool light. I actually don't hate that. It makes that blue really pop. And then warm, I'm actually not liking warm. That's crazy. And then like I said, you can dim it down. See the shitty lighting in my bathroom. You can take it all the way up. And then, like I said, I really like this natural light. I could probably even take it down just a little. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'm going to mix these all together. I'm going to get them posted later today. I got to run to town, do a few things. Happy weekend. Happy Saturday. Stay safe. And, I don't know. Do what you do. Do you. Make yourself happy.